Sorry, there's really hot stairs here everywhere.
Okay. Okay, I'm Roz Kaveney. It's been History Month, so I've been doing a lot of gigs talking about other aspects of GLF. And I'm kind of more in a mood to read you some poems tonight, which are all about history and my own past. So, what I will say, apropos of Lindsay Kemp, is one of my fondest memories, which will probably get turned into a poem sooner or later, is of seeing Lindsay Kemp before he was famous in a church hall in Notting Hill in the autumn of 73, when he did a gig in which he was basically just playing a white-faced clown who was dancing to a harpsichord for his aristocratic masters, and because it amused them, slowly pulled out his intestines one by one and smiled, gave this sickly little smile all the time. God, I've got somewhere to put my drink. And yeah, the 70s. GLF. I'm not going to talk about that. Stuart's done it for me. I'll just say that those of us in GLF at the time who were trans-identified had a slightly different perspective on some of this, but we won't go into that right now. And I did remember to bring my glasses with me, so I can actually read you some poems. And you know the old joke about here's one I wrote earlier? Well, I actually thought this afternoon, oh, we've got to talk about memory, and why don't I write a new poem about memory? So I did. My memory is made of stills and clips torn out of context. Who's that boy? My date? When did I have that grey silk dress? I hate to think how thin I was then. And my hips, so skinny. Though I spill out at the top, best buy I ever made. The dress as well. Years later, in black leather, at the Bell, quite drunk and 30-something, riding crop slung from my belt. We all thought that's so cool. Red marks on my white flesh. She strokes my back. She loved my shoulders. And yet what they lack, these memories, is how I thought her cruel, how my feet hurt in heels, all that lost pain. Thank Christ I'll never be that girl again. Which of course relates to a poem I wrote a week or so ago after what I considered a very bad dream, though some of my friends couldn't understand why it was a bad dream. So I wrote a poem to explain why. So this is a poem called Nightmare. I wake and there's no pain. The surgeon's smile actinic bright. He says I'm young again. A side effect. There's something in my brain that kickstarts cells. Or maybe it's my bile. Washes them clean. I'm thin and 25 and just as wise and somehow have to write novels and poems and make love all night to cute young women. Know that I'm alive, awake in every cell. World's out of shape. I'll have to help to fix it. Reread Marx and then improve him. My slightest remarks are noted and critiqued. There's no escape from pleasure and responsibility in which I'm trapped from decades till I die.